Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to our third day of competition of the 2022 Junior Pan Pacific Swimming Championships. Coaches and athletes, please be advised we are going to shift things just a hair this morning. We're going to add scrolling for the previous event once we finish up an event. So following the men's 400 freestyle, we will have results prepared for the women's 400 freestyle and scroll through event 18 following the completion of event 19. So hopefully that all goes swimmingly, and we'll keep that format going through our remainder of the preliminaries. Otherwise, we'll just go back to reading results once they do become available. All right, we are less than 2 minutes out from starting day 3 of competition. We'll be looking to contend the women's 400-meter freestyle, 4 heats of that, followed up by 4 heats of the men's 400-meter. 100-meter butterfly will be the next event number 20 for the women, 5 heats in the morning there. In the men's 100-meter butterfly, 4 heats to be contested. Final event of the morning will be the 200-meter backstroke, 4 heats of women and 3 heats of men. For 2 days of competition, your combined team scores has Samoa 8th, Fiji 7th, New Zealand 6th at 25 points, Singapore 5th, 30 points, Canada 4th, 107.5 points, 3rd is Japan at 152.5 points. Second place currently is Australia at 174 points and leading the combined team event through event 17, United States of America at 233 points. Staging now for event 18, women's 400-meter freestyle. The junior world record, 3:58.37, set in 2014 by Katie Ledecky of the United States. Junior Pan-Pacific Championship meet record, posted in 2012 by Leah Smith of the United States, is a 4:07.10. 4 heats. Heat 1. To 10.35, the lead split from Summer Osborne after 200 meters of racing. And taking the win in the first race of the morning, Summer Osborne, New Zealand at 4:26 flat. Second is Talita McEwen, 4:34.44. Naisara of Fiji, 5:37.33. Heat 2. Competitors in our second of four heats, lane 2, Canada, Lydia Kilger. 3, New Zealand, Kira Alad. 4, Singapore, Lim Ashley. 6, Japan, Omeki Hinata. 7, Canada, Naomi Slee. Heat number 2 of 4 coming up on the 200-meter turn. Canada's Naomi Slee from lane 7 at 2:07.96. Leads Umeki of Japan in 6, 2:08.41, 2:08.88. Kilger, Canada, lane 2, currently in 3rd. Slee now building on that advantage. Identical splits there, 32-54 on the last 2 lengths of the pool from Slee, and a 3:13.0 with 100 meters to go. Umeki 3:14.5. Kilger holds third at 3:15.99. Final 50 here, Umeki Hinata, Japan, lane 6. 32.3 going into the final turn, brings it back in a 30.28 to finish at 4:17.20. Taking the win in heat number 2. Second is Naomi Slee of Canada, 4:18.06, and third is Kilger of Canada, 4:21.74. Heat 3. Swimming in our third of 4 heats. First of 2 circle-seated heats for the 400-meter freestyle. Lane 2, Canada, Maya Benzinson. 3, United States, Kayla Hahn. 4, Japan, Takezawa Ruka. 5, United States, Jillian Cox. 6, United States, Michaela Mattis. 7, Australia, Amelia Weber. Lane 8, United States, Kayla Wilson. Weber of Australia from 7 out in a 1:01.00. We saw Weber take 4th in the 200-meter freestyle here at these Junior Pan Pacific Champs. .32.10 over that 50 gets the lead for Jillian Cox of the United States out of lane 5. Cox, winner of the 800-meter freestyle. Also part of the winning 4x200-meter freestyle relay last night, together with Kayla Wilson in lane 8. Now Mattis taking over the lead at 2:05.58 in lane 6 for the United States. Mattis, the bronze medalist in the 800-meter freestyle. 2:05.5 for Mattis, 2:05.61 Jillian Cox, then Amelia Weber third, lane 7 Australia, 2:06.40. Mattis and Cox sticking together there, 31 31-6 for Mattis, 31-7 for Cox, and with a 31-8 split, Kayla Hahn of the United States moves into third by 5/100ths ahead of Weber as they come up on the 300-meter turn. Mattis still the leader, 32-1 on that 50. 309.4, 309.6 for Cox, 311.1 for Hahn, 311.8 for Weber. Right there within striking distance, Takezawa Ruka of Japan in lane 4. She was fourth in the 800-meter, seated here at 410.5. Cox is your number 2 seed at 408.27. Mattis 31-5 there. Same split from Cox, 31-8 for Hahn. They move into the final 50. Important race here between Cox and Mattis with a 2-athlete limit in the championship final. Your top seed coming up in the next heat is an American as well. It's Cox turning it on in the final 50 with a 29.73 to get home and a 410.83, taking the win ahead of Michaela Mattis at 411.02. Third goes to Kayla Hahn at 414.17. Heat 4. Swimming now in heat number 4, lane 2, Australia, Georgie Roper. 3, Japan, Okuzona, Misa. 5, Australia, Jamie Perkins. 5, United States, Aaron Gemmel. 6, United States, Kevin Gormson. Lane 8, Japan, Aoki Nico. 9, Canada, Catherine Hazel. No hesitation here from Gemmel on the opening 100 at 59.76. Nearly a second advantage over Jamie Perkins. Those are your top 2 finishers from the 200 freestyle, where Gemmel picked up the meet record at 156.15. Perkins, the silver medalist in that event. Gemmel already the 2-time individual gold medalist here, winning the 100 freestyle last night with a meet record of 54.13. The lead now up to 1.4 for Gemmel over Perkins. Perkins also a silver medalist in the 800-meter freestyle. Okuzono of Japan out of lane 3 and third. Gemmel 2:03.03 after 200 meters of racing. Perkins 2:04.78. Okuzono at 2:05.35, just ahead of Kevin Gormson at 2:05.45. Gormson and Gemmel, the other half of the winning 4x200 relay from last night. Gormson, third leg on that race. Gemmel was the anchor. Reminder to coaches and athletes, we will look to scroll the results of the event after the next event. So after the men's 400-meter freestyle, we'll look to scroll through the results of this women's 400-meter. There goes Gemmel at 3:06.08 with 100 meters to go, 31.7 there. We'll see what she does here over the final 100 to challenge that meet record of 4:07.10. Already 2 meet records to her credit here. Jamie Perkins at 3:08.70. Okuzono now at 3:09.15, taking third over from Gormson of the USA in 6. So Erin Gemmel going to be right on this meet record as she takes the win at 4:08.53. Unofficially the top qualifying time out of the women's 400-meter freestyle. Second, Jamie Perkins at 4:11.68. Okuzono at 4:11.95 to round out the top 3 in Heat 4 for the women's 400-meter freestyle. Our next event is number 19, men's 400-meter freestyle. Junior world record, 3:44.60, posted in 2014 by Mac Horton of Australia. Junior Pan Pacific Championship meet record, 3:50.51. That goes all the way back to 2010, and Nicholas Caldwell of the United States. We'll have 4 heats in event 19. Heat 1. Swimming in our first of 4 heats for event 19, lane 3, Fiji, Eric Tokona. 4, Singapore, Ong, Terrence. 5, New Zealand, Lauren Hamblin-O. 6, Singapore, Lukashevitz, Artem. And 7 for Singapore is Tan Sheldon. Into the final 65 meters. Racing here in lanes 5 and 6. Lauren Hamblino of New Zealand. Lukashevich Artem of Singapore. And on his way to picking up the win in heat number 1 of the men's 400-meter freestyle, Lauren Hamblino of New Zealand, 4:06.46. Just ahead of Lukashevich of Singapore, 4:08.29. Third is Tan of Singapore, 4:18.91, lane 7. Heat 2. Heat number 2 of 4, lane 2, Singapore. Yep, Brendan. 3, Singapore. Liam Gerald. 4, New Zealand. Gus Shivnin. 5, United States. Bobby D'Annunzio. 6, Canada. Victor Dugenet. 7, Canada. Charlie Scalenda. Lane 8, representing Canada's Eric Dupre. D'Annunzio comes in at 3:59.97, the only sub 4-minute entry time in this heat. But the first 100 goes to Dupre of Canada. Lane 8, 57.83. Leading D'Annunzio by 4/10. Dugenet in third, 57.9. Lane 6, Canada. D'Annunzio now pulling ahead 29.8, going into the 150-meter turn. Back in a 29.8 again and a 157.5 through 200. Leads Dupre at 158.44. Then Liam of Singapore. Third in lane 3 at 159.99. D'Annunzio continuing to power his way through this second heat of the men's 400, flipping it to 300 with a 2:57.9 split. Dupre holding second from lane 8, 2:59.9. Then it's Liam at 3:01.1, lane 3. Dugenais, Canada, fourth, 3:02.6. $29.9 into the final turn for D'Annunzio. Continuing to look strong. He's going to have a big drop on his entry time. Puts his head down and touches in 3:56.68. As D'Annunzio becomes our top qualifier. 2 heats completed. Second, Dupre, 4:00.75 in lane 8 for Canada. Third, Liam, Singapore, 4:01.67. Heat 3. Heat 3 of 4, lane 2, Japan, Nakayama, Ko. 3, Canada, Adam Wu. 4, Australia, Benjamin Godemans. 5, United States, Alec Enyart. 6, Japan, Miyaki Hiroyoshi. Cooper Lucas in 7 for the United States. Lane 8, Canada, Quinn Matisse. And 9 for Japan, Yamaguchi Riku. 56.1, 54.6 on the opening 100 from Enyart. 56.3 for Wu of Canada, third place finisher in the 200-meter freestyle. Enyart tied for second in the 1500 on day 1 of competition. And Enyart is going to get through the 200 with about a 5-meter advantage over second place in this field. 152.62 for Enyart. Then it's Cooper Lucas at 156.43 for the 400 IM finalist. He took 6th in that event. Then Godemans of Australia in third, 156.7 at the 200. Now moving up into a tie with Godemans. Yamaguchi of Japan from lane 9. He was 4th in the 1500-meter freestyle. Enyart at 29.7, 29.8 Lucas. Yamaguchi 29.7 as well. Some good back half speed here out of lane 9. Our team from Japan has been Having some very strong finishes to their freestyle races here in Honolulu. And now Yamaguchi is tied with Cooper Lucas with another 29-9 split. 29-9 from Enyard at 252.2 into the final 100. Enyard up to 30.0, 50 meters to go, 3:22.3, 29.5 from Godemans. The Australian in lane 4. Trying to get a spot here in the championship final. Also Yamaguchi out of lane 9. Godemans with some great tempo here on the final 50. With the win going to Alec Enyard, a 3:51.44. He gets about 1.2 off of his entry time. Then it's Godemans, Australia, 3:54.71. Second fastest time with one heat to go. Third goes to Yamaguchi of Japan, 3:56.01. Heat 4. Final heat in the men's 400-meter freestyle event 19. Athletes in event 20, women's 100-meter butterfly. We will scroll results of event 18, women's 400-meter freestyle, at the conclusion of this heat. So please do be patient as we get to heat 1 of event 20. Racing here in the final heat of the men's 400 prelims, lane 2, Canada, Lauren Wigington. 3, United States, Henry McFadden. 4, Japan, Kiriyama Maki. 5, Australia, Joshua Staples. 6, United States, Rex Maurer. 7, Australia, Anders McAlpine. Lane 8 for Australia is Noah Comprod. Half of the winning 4x200 relay in this field for Australia, led by Joshua Staples in lane 5. Anchor leg last night to seal that win. Winner of the 1,500-meter freestyle. McAlpine, the other members, ran the second leg last night. He's in lane 7. 5th place overall in the 200-meter freestyle for McAlpine. Maurer, right next to him, was 4th in that event. Through the 200-meter, we have a tie between Josh Staples and Rex Maurer at 154.96. Third is Kiriyama of Japan from lane 4. Kiriyama ran the leadoff last night for Japan's 4x200 relay. Kiriyama competing in the B final, the 200-meter freestyle. 150.37 in the finals of that race. As here, we've got Staples and Maurer out in front. Rex Maurer looking to push the pace coming into the 300. Holding the lead over Staples with 100 to go. 2:55.02 from Maurer. 2:55.29 from Staples. Kiriyama at 2:56.53. We saw 3:51.44 in the previous heat from Enyart of the United States. That's the top qualifying time. $29.50 from Staples as he takes over with 50 meters to go. Maurer 29.9, 29.9 as well from Kiriyama. Maurer trying to make a race of it here while Staples looking very smooth in lane 5. Long and lovely all the way to the finish there for Joshua Staples, and a 3:53.18 gets the win in heat number 4. Rex Maurer second, 3:53.75, and third will go to Kiriyama of Japan at 3:55.43. And with that, we conclude the prelims for event 19, men's 400-meter freestyle. In just a moment, we'll scroll results of event 18, women's 400-meter freestyle. Results summary now showing for event 18. Aaron Gemmel, top qualifier at 4:08.53 for the United States of America, followed by Jillian Cox of Team USA. Jamie Perkins, Australia. Okozona Miso of Japan. Catherine Hazel, Canada. Takezawa Ruka, Japan. Amelia Weber, Australia. And Naomi Slee of Canada qualifying at 4:18.06. In the B final, Michaela Mattis, top qualifier for USA at 4:11.02, followed by Kevin Gormson, USA. Omeki Hinata, Japan. Aoki Nico, Japan. Georgie Roper, Australia. Maya Benzenson, Canada. Lydia Kilger, Canada. And Kira Allott of New Zealand qualifies for the B final. First alternate currently is Summer Osborne, New Zealand. Second alternate, Lim Ashley of Singapore. Finalists in event 18, the time is now 9:43. You have 30 minutes in which to declare your intentions. Now we turn to event 20, women's 100-meter butterfly. Junior world record 56.43, posted in 2021 by Claire Curzan of the United States of America. Junior Pan Pac Championship meet record 58.38, set in 2018 by Maggie McNeil of Canada. We'll have 5 heats in event 20. Yeah, I'm ready. I handed it over. They might be waiting on the whistles. There's Fiji athletes back there. Heat 1. First of 5 heats for event 20, lane 4, Fiji. Cluffield, Miller. 5, Fiji, Vivita Bai. 6, Fiji, Faith Tudril. 31.9 from Fivita Bai, entered at 110.98. And Vivita Bai is going to reach in, finishing here at 111.76. Tutriel, 116.03, and Miller at 119.78. Heat 2. Stormers now in the second of 5 heats, lane 2, New Zealand, Charlie 2s. 3, Singapore, Chan Clyde. 5, New Zealand, Neve Tassiker. 6, representing Canada, Alicia Lerchevek. 7, Cook Islands, Lanahe Connolly. Lane 8, Singapore, Stephanie Chun. In 9, from Fiji is Eden Wangai Nabete. .103.8 entry time from Tasker of New Zealand. Right on that here with a 104.57 to take the win in heat number 2. Second, 105.17 for Connolly of the Cook Islands in lane 7. Third will go to Canada's Lara Shavik at 105.22. Heat 3. Lane 2, Canada, Lily Daly. 3, United States, Emily Thompson. 4, Australia, Isabella Boyd. 5, Japan, Hasegawa Hazuki. 6, United States, Tess Howley. 8, New Zealand, Laura Littlejohn. 9, Singapore, Chang Nono. .104 low in the previous heat from Tassiker of New Zealand. And here we get a 59.55 from Hasegawa Hazuki of Japan. Our first sub 1 minute in the 100-meter butterfly. Followed by Tess Howley of the United States at 59.97. And Isabella Boyd, Australia, 00.72. Heat 4. Heat number 4 of 5, lane 2, United States, Lily Christensen. 3, Australia, Sally Vag. In 4 for Australia is Bella Grant. 5, United States, Bailey Hartman. 6, Canada, Ella Jansen. 7, Japan, Fujimoto Yasuki. Lane 8, Canada, Katie Forrester. 9, Singapore, Kwa Stephanie. That's Bailey Hartman out of lane 5, 9th in the 200 fly here with a 210.5 to win the B final. Jansen of Canada second. She was 6th in the 200 butterfly. Hartman and Jansen out in front and racing to the final touch. Looks to be Bailey Hartman. Entered at 59.68. And she improves to a 59.37 to win Heat 4 with a top qualifying time with 1 heat remaining. Second is Canada's Jansen with a 59.77. Third, Grant of Australia, 00.49. Heat 5. Final heat for event 20, lane 3, Singapore, Yo Chak-tu. 4, Japan, Hirai Mitsuki. And 5 for the United States, Alex Shackle. 6, Japan, Mitsui Airi. In 7, Canada, Cameron Cannings. 8, Canada, Mia West. 9 for Canada is Nina Mullen. Shackle of the United States in 5, your top seed at 58.33. Bronze in the 200 butterfly. 200 fly champ is in lane 6, Mitsui of Japan. Canning's also a finalist in that event, and Shackle will turn in the win time here of a 58.56 as she gets within 2/10 of the meet record. Second is Mitsui Airi, Japan, 59.25. And third is Japan's Hirai Mizuki, 00.23, as we conclude event number 20 heats. Up next, we will scroll through results of event 19, men's 400-meter freestyle. Results now for event 19, men's 400-meter freestyle. Top qualifier, Alec Enyard of the United States at 351.44, followed by Joshua Staples of Australia. Rex Maurer, United States. Benjamin Godemans, Australia. Kiriyama Maki of Japan. Yamaguchi Riku, Japan. Adam Wu, Canada, and Lauren Wigginton of Canada. Top qualifier in the B final is Anders McAlpine of Australia, 356.33, followed by Bobby D'Annunzio, USA, Cooper Lucas, USA, Nakayama Kyo of Japan, Miyaki Hiroyoshi, Japan, Noah Comprod, Australia, Eric Dupre, Canada, and Liam Gerald of Singapore qualify 16th. Top alternate Quinn Matisse, Canada. Second alternate Lauren Hamblino of New Zealand. Finalists in event 19, the time is now 9:54. You have 30 minutes in which to declare your intentions. Staging now event 21, men's 100-meter butterfly, junior world record, 50.62, set in 2017 by Milak Kristof of Hungary. Junior Pan Pac meet record 52.37, set in 2009 by Daniel Bell of New Zealand. We have 4 heats in this event. Heat 1. Racing in the first of 4 heats, lane 2, United States, Spencer Arno-Reese. In 3, Fiji, Makiuti Seruvatu. 4, Samoa, Palepua Afoa. And 5 for Fiji is Ethan Taylor. 6, Fiji, Zion Wangai Nabete. 7, Fiji, Eric Tokona. Lane 8, representing the Federated States of Micronesia, Elijah Ephraim. Arno-Reese of USA, 26-3 out of lane 2, a no-time entry. And Spencer Arno-Reese of the USA will set the pace in the men's butterfly with a 55.92 to win heat number 1. Touching second, Ethan Taylor, Fiji, lane 5, 0092. Third is Zion Wangai Nabete with a 103.13 in lane 6 for Fiji. Heat 2. Heat number 2 of 4, lane 2, New Zealand, Ali Lutton. In 3, Singapore, Neil Randall. 5, Japan, Shinkai Seiya. 6, Japan, Matsushita Tomoyuki. 7, Canada, Eric Ginsberg. 9, Singapore, Lynn Hayden. Middle lanes here, Shinkai in 5, Matsushita in 6. Teammates from Japan racing to the final touch is Matsushita pounding the wall with a 54.10. 54.32 Shinkai, second in lane 5, with third going to Singapore's Neo at 55.24 in lane 3. Heat 3. Heat number 3 of 4 in lane 2, representing Singapore, Tan Ephraim. 3, Japan, Abe Riki. 4, United States, Erin Shackle. 5, Australia, Jesse Coleman. 6, Japan, Yamaguchi Yota. In 7 for Japan is Narushima Yoshitoku. Lane 8, Australia, Ike Martinez. 9, United States, Matthew Lucky. Jesse Coleman is entered with a 52.70, your number 2 seed in this event. And Coleman's going to take the win at a 52.43 as he improves on his entry and becomes our top qualifier with one heat remaining. Second is Aaron Shackle, 53.96 for the United States. Third, Narushima, Japan, 54.47. Heat 4. In our final heat, lane 2, Singapore, Lou Russell. 3, Canada, Bill Dongfeng. 4, United States, Kai Winkler. 5, United States, Thomas Heilman. 6, Australia, William Petrick. 7, Canada, Philip Sen Samardzic. And 9, representing Singapore, Lee Pete. Heilman, your top seed with a 52.44, two-time silver medalist so far at this meet in the 200 fly and the 100 freestyle. And Heilman gets to the wall with a 52.75, followed by Kai Winkler, 54.36 for Team USA out of lane 4. Third at 54.55, Canada's Sen Samardzic, lane 7. That concludes the prelims for event 21, men's 100-meter butterfly. Coming up, the scroll of the results for event 20, women's 100-meter butterfly. There's your championship final for event 20, led by Alex Shackle, United States, with a 58.56. Also qualifying, Mitsui Airi of Japan, Bailey Hartman, USA, Hasegawa Hazuki, Japan, Ella Jansen, Canada, Bella Grant, Australia, Cameron Cannings of Canada, and Isabella Boyd of Australia. The B final led by Tess Howley of the United States, followed by Hirai Mizuki of Japan, Fujimoto Yasuki of Japan, Mia West, Canada, Yo Chak-tsu, Singapore, Sally Bagg, Australia, Emily Thompson, United States, and Lily Daly of Canada qualify 16th. First alternate, New Zealand's Laura Littlejohn. Second alternate, Singapore, Chong Nono. Finalists in event 20, the time is now 10:03. You have 30 minutes in which to declare your intentions. Next up, event 22, women's 200-meter backstroke. Junior world record, 203.35 from the Gwangju World Championships in 2019 from Reagan Smith of the United States. Junior Pan Pac record is a 208.81, set in 2018 by Isabel Stadden of the United States. We'll have 4 heats in this event. Looks like we are ready to resume action with event 22, women's 200-meter backstroke. Heat 1. Then 22, first of 4 heats, lane 3, Fiji, Matalita Naisara. In 4, representing Fiji, Salanieta Kunatumba. In 5 for Singapore is Roshmati Carol. 6 for Singapore, Ashley. 7, representing Fiji, is Tongnivi Sowane. They're taking our first heat is Rashmani Carroll of Singapore at 228.65. Ashley Ng second at a 229.67. And third is Kunatuba of Fiji, 224 flat. Heat 2. Lane assignments for Heat 2 of 4. Lane 2, New Zealand, Hope Shamil. 3, United States, Barrett Berglund. 4, United States, Julia Putkajelny. In 5 for Japan is Narita Mio. 6, United States, Maggie Wanizek. 7, United States, Kayla Wilson. Lane 8, Canada, Jordan Greber. And 9 for New Zealand is Liv Peebles. There's Maggie Wanizek, champion in the 100 backstroke. Lead split of 103.89 ahead of Narita of Japan. And Narita taking over the lead, 33.5 over the third, 50 for the 400 IM champion last night. Narita was 436.79 in that event, as she took about 3 seconds off the meet record. Narita in 5, Wanizek in 6, way out in front in this race. Kayla Wilson of USA third from lane 7. Greber of Canada moving up on the final 50 with the winning time belonging to Narita Mio, a 2:10.79 in heat number 2. Maggie Wanizek second with a 2:11.26. Lane 6, United States. Third, Canada. Greber, 2:15.43. Heat 3. Lane assignments in Heat 3 of 4. 2, New Zealand, Zoe Crawford. 3, Australia, Iona Anderson. 4, Japan, Yamamoto Chiaki. And 5 for the United States, Tegan Odell. USA, lane 6, Natalie Mannion. Representing Australia in 7, Jacqueline Barclay. Lane 8, Japan, Nagaoka Aimi. 9, New Zealand, Tess Winnere. Couple finalists here out of the 100 backstroke with Barclay at 4th in that event. Yamamoto was 7th and Odell 10th. Out of the B final here, we've got Mannion, lane 6, taking the lead through the first 50. 31.08 was that split. Mannion is back in a 32.80 and a 103.88 at the halfway turn. Mannion also 11th in the 200-meter freestyle. $50 remaining. Mannion 33.5 and 137.3. Odell second. Yamamoto third now for Japan out of lane 4. $2:10.7 the time to beat from Narita in the previous heat. Here's a 2:11.80 for Natalie Mannion of the United States. Tegan Odell, her teammate, second at 2:13.15. Third, Yamamoto, Japan, lane 4, 2:13.32. Heat 4. Final heat for event 22, lane 3, Canada, Katie Schroeder. 4, Japan, Mitsuno Yuzuki. 5, Canada, Regan Rathwell. 6, United States, Kennedy Noble. 7, Japan, Suzuki Ayami. Lane 8, Japan, Sasaki Miri. 9 for New Zealand, Isabel Gibson. Mizuno through the first 50 with the lead, 11 from the 100 back. One of 1.66 in that race from Mizuno. And Mizuno, 102.89. Gets through the first 100 with a 1.4 second advantage over her teammate, Suzuki Ayami from lane 7. Ayami was the bronze medalist last night in the 400 individual medley. As Suzuki now in third at 139.60. Noble moves into second with a 33.8 over the third 50. Mizuno the top split, 33.40 as she heads for home at 136.2. Mizuno entered with a 2:11.59. And she drops all the way down to 2:10.04. That takes the win in the final heat for event number 22. Second is Kennedy Noble, United States, 2:11.63. Touching third, Regan Rathwell of Canada, 2:13.86. That closes out event 22, women's 200-meter backstroke. Coming up, results for event 21, men's 100-meter butterfly. Championship final now showing with Jesse Coleman of Australia, the top qualifier with a 52.43. Also in the championship heat, Thomas Heilman of the United States, Aaron Shackle, USA, Matsushita Tomoyuki, Japan, Shinkai Seiya, Japan, Philip Sen-Samardzic, Canada, William Petrick, Australia, and Bill Dongfang of Canada. The B final is led by Kai Winkler of the United States, followed by Narushima Yoshitoku of Japan, Yamaguchi Ryota, Japan, Nao Randall, Singapore, Lou Russell, Singapore, Eric Ginsberg of Canada, Ike Martinez, Australia, and Spencer Arno Rees of the United States qualify 16. Ollie Lutton, first alternate, New Zealand, second alternate is Ephraim Tan of Singapore at 57.01. Finalists in event 21, the time is 10:24. You have 30 minutes in which to declare your intentions. Ready now for event 23, men's 200-meter backstroke. Junior world record posted in 2017 by Kliment Kolesnikov is a 1:55.4. Junior Bandpack Championship meet record 157.20 set in 2012 by Jack Conger of the United States. We'll have 3 heats. Heat 1. Racing in heat number 1, lane 2, Samoa, Solomona, Hamilton. 3, Singapore, Tay, Zachary. 4, Australia, Fergus, McLaughlin. 5, Japan, Takehara, Hidekazu. 6, Australia, Matthew Magnuson. 7, Canada, Tristan Jankovics. Lane 8, Australia, Anthony Busunis. First heat, looking at Takehara Hidekazu of Japan. 3rd place finisher in the 100 backstroke. And he turns a winning time here of 1:58.39, within 3/10 of his entry time. Second is Matthew Magnuson of Australia, 5th in the 100 back, here at 2:02.52. And 3rd is McLaughlin of Australia. He was 4th in the 100 back, here with a 2:03.23. Heat 2. Heat number 2 of 3, lane 2, New Zealand, Alex Esposito. 4, Canada, Benjamin Lowen. 5, United States, Keaton Jones. 6, United States, Maximus Williamson. 7, Australia, Evan Chi. 8, Singapore, Reagan Chong. Keaton Jones at 28.00 on the first 50. He was 9th in the 100 back at 55.1 in that race. Beside him, Williamson, two-time silver medalist here at this competition for Williamson. 57.3 from Jones, 58.6 for the 2 free 4 IM silver medalist and lane 6, Williamson. Then it's Lowen of Canada, 0003. Into the final 50. Low in the 400 IM finalist for Canada. 30.6. Gaining some ground there on Williamson. And it will be Lowen pulling into second with a win, going to Keaton Jones. 158.75, just over the time from Takehara in the previous heat. Jones, your winner, followed by Benjamin Lowen of Canada, 201.07. Third will go to Evan Chi of Australia, 202.33. Heat 3. Third and final heat underway for event 23, and lane 3 for Japan is Yoka Satoshi. 4, Canada, Aiden Norman. 5, United States, Daniel Deal. 6, United States, Josh Zukowski. 7, Canada, Loic Corville Fortin. 8, New Zealand, Finn Harlan. Daniel Deal, who set the meet record in the 100 backstroke, out here in a 56.5. Meet record here, 157.20. Real deal was a 53.27 to take that gold in the men's 100 backstroke. And Deal gets to a third 50 with a 31.5. His teammate Zukowski picks up a second with a 30.4 split as they are separated by 1 second with 50 to go. Aiden Norman, Canada, fourth. Third is Yoka of Japan. Or correction, Norman is third out of lane 4. And Zukowski battling back now. He was second in the 100 back. Looking to take the win here. Junior national champ. 158.98 to get the win for Josh Zukowski of the United States. Just touching out Daniel Deal, second at 159.55. And third is Aiden Norman, Canada, 201.73. As we conclude your Friday heats, coming up next, we'll have results summary for event number 22, women's 200-meter backstroke. There's your championship final for event number 22. Mitsuna Yusuke of Japan, top qualifier at 2:10.04. Narita Mio, Japan. Maggie Wanizek, United States. Kennedy Noble, United States. Regan Rathwell, Canada. Jordan Greber, Canada. Iona Anderson, Australia. And Jacqueline Barclay of Australia fills out the championship final. B final led by Natalie Mannion of the United States, followed by Tegan Odell, USA. Yamamoto Chiaki, Japan. Suzuki Ayami, Japan. Katie Schroeder, Canada. Hope Shamil, New Zealand. Tess Winneray, New Zealand. And Isabel Gibson of New Zealand qualifying 16th. First alternate, Raushmati Carroll of Singapore. Second alternate, Ashley of Singapore. Finalists in event number 22, the time is now 10:36. You have 30 minutes in which to declare your intentions. Just a few minutes here, we'll get your results summary up for the men's 200-meter backstroke. Your attention, please. We have a phone that has been turned in here at the announcer's table over on the lane 1 side of the pool. Go ahead and check your pockets if you're missing your phone. Once again, check out, see if you've lost your phone. Come on over and identify it, and we can be reunited. All right, we now have results for event 23, men's 200-meter backstroke. Top qualifier, Takehara Hidekazu of Japan, 158.39. Joining him in that championship race will be Keaton Jones of the United States, Josh Dukowski, United States, Benjamin Lowen, Canada, Aidan Norman, Canada, Evan Chi of Australia, Matthew Magnuson of Australia, and Finn Harland of New Zealand. Daniel Deal is the top qualifier in the B final at 159.55 for the United States, followed by Maximus Williamson of the United States, Fergus McLaughlin of Australia, Loic Corville Fortain, Canada, Tristan Yankovics, Canada, Anthony Basunis, Australia, Reagan Chong of Singapore, and Yoka Satoshi of Japan. Also in our B final for event 23, first alternate Alex Esposito of New Zealand, second alternate Tay Zachary, Singapore. Finalists for event 23, the time is now 10:42. You have 30 minutes in which to declare your intentions. Well, that'll do it for the Friday morning prelims. Once again, we have a phone here that was turned in. Make sure you've got your phone, and if not, come on by the announcer's table. Hopefully you are the owner. We'll see you tonight as we kick off finals at 5 o'clock. With the women's 400-meter freestyle consolation final.